because I need to get Donte Whitner's thoughts. We thought we could start with that. We'll be right back. Okay, Whitner, this game last night, obviously, you know, a lot of people were predicting a down year for your Bills. They come out and they swing, but they get themselves a dominant win. Really beautiful defensive win. We can talk about that. But when you saw the injury to Tua and everything that's coming after, what were you thinking?
Scary. That's a grade 3 concussion. I've had grade 3 concussions where I've lost consciousness, and there's different levels to them. There's one where you feel a little hazy and it's almost like the black and white checkers on a TV. And then there's a grade 2 where you can lose some memory and you might have sensitivity to light and all those different things and sounds. And then there's a grade 3 where you lose consciousness for momentarily. And I've had those, and I've lost, for 2 weeks after that concussion, I lost vision in my peripheral for 2 weeks. So I could see over here and I would look to my left and it would be pitch black. So the brain is really nothing to play with. You hate to see this happen to players. And yes, I've dished out concussions in my career, but I wasn't intentional with it. I just wanted to hit you as hard as possible. I didn't want to give you a concussion. And the long-term effects of these concussions can be dire. So hopefully they hold him out for a few weeks. I know that they want to get him back out there as soon as possible so that they can get some wins, but it's about his long-term health. And this is what, the third concussion we've seen in the last 2 years, and all 3 of them have been, I believe, grade 3 concussions. So his long-term health is the primary focus here, and he probably should be sitting for the first half of the season going forward.
Knowing what you know and like you've gone through it, like is there a real conversation on the table about him and finishing his NFL career?
Absolutely. And this is why you can't put him back out there in 2-3 weeks, because another concussion, now the doctors are coming to you and saying, hey, you don't really want to be a vegetable when you're 50, 60 years old, right? And being on the other side of it, being a retired player, I see so many players that are having issues with their brain and memory and being able to control anger and depression. And a lot of that comes from the diagnosed concussions, but also the undiagnosed concussions. Think about how many guys feel a little dizzy every time they make contact in practice. Right? So when I went through the brain evaluation and it came back, they said that you could have possibly had between 600 and 800 grade 1 through grade 3 concussions. Do you know how scary that is to hear? They're very scary. So it's not just me individually as a football player, it's a lot of the players. So you have to protect yourself, but even more importantly, the organization and the coaches and the medical staff have to protect him, even protect him from himself.
An honest opinion, I really appreciate it. Donte Whitner, always a joy to have you. Thank you for the analysis.